A claps.
What's up, my Cocoa Puffs? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade, Real Housewives of Dubai, Season 1, Episode 8 review. Let's get straight into it. So we start off the episode exactly where we left off, with Brooks confronting Sara over her parenting comments to her. So Sara said to Brooks, be the real you, be the real Brooks. And Brooks turned it back on her and was like, well, no, you be the real you. Let's find out who the real Sara is. And shout out to T-Squad member Rants Allegedly, because she hit me to some tea that I didn't even know about. So in the comment section last week, she wrote, girl, Brooks is referring to Sara's fakeness. Word on the street is she cheated on husband number 2 with Michael Marone. That's the guy from the movie on Netflix. What's the name of that damn movie? It was a real sexy movie where he kidnapped the woman and they was doing all this sexual shit. He hella fine. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It was a huge hit during the pandemic in 2020. But y'all know what movie I'm talking about on Netflix. It was like #1 for like weeks. Anywho, so she says she allegedly stole from charities to fund her life, therefore getting kicked out, left her son alone in Dubai for a month while gallivanting. That is the tea the producers did not want Brooks to spill. Look it up, sis. Oh, and she paid for the honorary degree. So yes, she is as fake as her new face. The audacity to tell Ayan to be like her and advise someone on being a mom. Plus, all the business on her LinkedIn do not exist or are bankrupt. Laugh out loud. Streets are talking allegedly. And I was like, whoop. And so, I did my research, and then I did see the articles about her messing around with Michael or whatever, Maroney. And, people were wondering were they dating because they were seen out with each other multiple times. I didn't get as far as to digging in whether or not, she's over here putting up false businesses and stuff like that. But I am going to do my research because, I'm going to bring y'all the tea. So Sara was like, I told you to go tuck your son into bed and I'll take care of your guests. No, what you said to that lady was, girl, you need to go, you should put him to sleep or something like that. First of all of y'all in the comment section pretty much agreed with Sara, and I don't care about that. But just from my point of view, from what I saw and what I remember in my head, but you got to remember I review so many shows, I try to remember as much as I can. But she made that comment first about you should go put him to sleep. Then, from what I remember, Brooks brought up the conversation of asking her for advice on private school. And then that's when Sara asked, can I say something to you without you getting upset? And she was like, yeah, you could say, whatever you want. I won't get upset. And then Sara said what she said or whatever. And then the conversation escalated from there. Now, if you didn't want to hear what this lady said, of course, you shouldn't have said, yeah, you can say whatever you want to say and I won't get upset. But she said what she said and you became offended, especially when your friends started to agree with her. I still firmly believe that the comment, you should go put him to bed, shouldn't have been made, because this is your first time being in my house, me welcoming you in my house. We're not friends like that. We're co-workers. You don't tell me to go put my son to sleep, whether or not I needed to or not. That's still not your place because I don't know you. This is just how I feel. And then with her comments that she made to her, even though they are true, and I still feel like they're very valid, I still feel like it shouldn't have been said regardless. It's just certain things you need to just keep your mouth shut on, especially when you don't know somebody like that. Y'all new to each other. This is y'all first time kicking it one-on-one. That was just team too much for this is our first time dealing with each other on a one-on-one basis outside of the group, and I don't know you like that. And I feel like if Sara is supposed to be so intellectual and aware, then she should have known that ain't none of my business. Let me stay out of this. Even though I might feel some type of way, it's still not my place. That's just how I feel. So anywho, Brooks was like, Sara, you hurt me. Lisa and Ayan come over and they both say that Brooks told them that she felt judged by her. I guess there was really no resolve. Sara walks away, and because she feels like Brooks turned everything around on her, and that's not how it went. Brooks is intoxicated and decides to leave, and Lisa was like, she shouldn't have shown up intoxicated. Ayan in her confessional says, when black people invite you to our house, sit down and don't tell us how to raise our kids. I don't even feel like that's a black thing. I just feel like that's a general thing. Unless you're seeing absolute abuse, you know what I'm saying? Of course, step in. But if you don't know them like that, keep your mouth shut. You don't know. It could have just been an off day. You never know. So, let's talk about Caroline and Sergio in this confessional with her sitting on this man's lap. What in the fuck is going on with that? What in the hell is going on? Now, of course, we have seen, like on Married to Medicine, the wife and the husband do confessionals with each other. I don't think have we ever seen husbands and wives do confessionals together on Housewives? If we have, okay, but they normally just sit side by side. Why is her old ass sitting on this man's lap? What in the hell is going on? Like, it's giving pick me. It's giving me thirsty. Like, this is giving me so try hard. Like, what are you doing, girl? Are you trying to make it seem like you're just such a little girl sitting on my man's lap? Girl, Caroline, you need more help. You need to try again. So Caroline is steady going off about Ayan's outfit or whatever, mad because she looked like she the bride, and mad because she looked like she got on a wedding dress, even though she ain't got on no damn wedding dress. And so she said something to Ayan about it, and she was like, when I pulled up, everybody has been saying that they thought you were me. And Ayan was like, I'm a black woman. How can you be me? Like, make it make sense. How did people think that this was your event when they know me and know that this is your event, that this is your wedding? So how could people possibly think that I was the bride when I'm a black woman and my name ain't Caroline nor Sergio? So stop it, Caroline. Please stop it. You was just mad because she came and she outdressed you. You had on a dress that looked like it came from Party City. You look like you had on one of Elsa's costumes that you can get from the Halloween store for Halloween. You mad because you spent $12,000 on that piece of shit ass dress and you looked a mess. So Juliet from Ladies of London is there. This is one of Caroline's old castmates, and Juliet is from the States as well. And she comes over in the middle of their conversation, and I think that Ayan thought that she was coming over like to help Caroline ambush her. And she was like, you know what, enough with the dress comments. And Caroline was like, first of all, say hello. And Ayan stopped to look at Juliet, and she was like, I said hello to you earlier. And she was like, but hi, I'm Ayan. And she was like, hi, I'm Juliet. First of all, Ayan, bitch, because I would have said, who the fuck are you talking to, Thompson? First of all, say hello. Fuck you and her. I don't know her. She walk up talking to you. What the fuck? Tell her to say fucking hi to me. She interrupted our motherfucking conversation. What the fuck, girl? Girl, I would have cussed Caroline the fuck out. So, Caroline then keeps on going on about the dress. Thompson, Chanel, you have on a train. You look like a bride. And she was like, girl, no, I don't, but whatever. So at this point, Nina gets an urgent text message from her brother saying that her father has been moved to ICU. So of course she's super upset. She wants to leave so she can go call her brother. I pray that everything was okay. So Caroline is still stressing about Ayan's outfit and making comments. She got another friend over there at the table with her in front of Ayan and Lisa and them. And the friend telling us, yeah, I thought that you were the bride too. I thought it might have been like a double wedding type thing. Girl, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And so they walk off, and Lisa was like, girl, did you catch that shade? Girl, her and her rehearsed ass shade. But girl, get the fuck out of here. Girl, please. And I agree, because like Lisa said in her confessional, you mad because Chanel came and outdressed you. We have all seen this season that Chanel arrives in couture in every scene. So why would you think it would be any different for this event? Sorry, you got outdressed. That's your fault. Nina and her husband Munaf visit their new 3-floor penthouse that they're having renovated. Well, her husband is having renovated because she had no idea that he was doing all the stuff that he was doing to the place. He tore down all the ceilings, the walls, the bathroom. She thought that they were just going to do a little tit-a-tay here and there. But she found out upon visiting that he had tore up the house child. This is supposed to have been her dream house. She wanted to move in within the year. And now she is just super upset because he has gone behind her back and done all of this stuff to the house. I can't wait to see how the house progresses and how it looks, because it seems like it's going to be fabulous, honey. It's the day of Caroline's wedding, and she finds out that Brooks has backed out of coming to the wedding because of what happened the night before. Lisa isn't coming. Ayan isn't coming because she's walking in a fashion show. So the only girls that are coming to the wedding are Nina and Sara. But it doesn't even seem like Caroline is even really that excited about her wedding day. Like, she just seemed like she was going to get a mani and pedi that day. It just didn't register to me like it was her wedding day. But when the wedding begins, I must say that the ceremony was decorated beautifully. The venue that they chose outside was gorgeous, and Caroline looked stunning. I love that her hair was pulled back with the little tendrils of curls flowing down the sides of her face. Really pretty, delicate earrings, and I loved her lace dress. It was see-through, it was sexy, it was age appropriate. I loved her cathedral veil. She looked absolutely stunning. Of course, Sergio was crying because, you know, Sergio, a little woman child. But overall, the ceremony was beautiful, and she had a really beautiful wedding day. You can tell it was really hard for her to speak her emotions when it came down to her doing her vows, you know, because she's a very prickly person. But overall, it was a really pretty wedding. Brooks and Lisa actually decide to go to Ayan's fashion show instead of going to the wedding. Lisa was going to the fashion show no matter what, because of course she was going to support her friend. Brooks didn't go to the wedding because Sara and Nina were going to be there, and, you know, they were into it with each other. But Brooks admits that her outburst was partly alcohol induced, and the other part of it was because she actually was pissed. But she does feel bad for the comment that she made about not caring about Nina's father's health, which was absolutely horrid. She most definitely needs to apologize, and I would have thought that she would have done that the next day. Like, that's not no shit that you just sit on and wait until the next time I see you. Like, she should have reached out immediately and apologized, because that was absolutely terrible. It was horrible. So Ayan then brings up that, you know, Caroline was so upset about her outfit, and Brooks gonna make a shady comment on something. I'm sure for her next wedding she'll do better. Baby, Brooks is shady boots. Brooke is another person that is all about self. She ain't a friend really to nobody, because she shades everybody. So I hope moving forward these girls know that they cannot trust her. So back at the wedding, we see Caroline in her dress change. She changed into a more traditional off the shoulder dress with a split, and it was more of a ball gown type of a dress. It looked really pretty, sophisticated. It was lovely. You know, they did their speeches and everything. Her daughter spoke at the wedding. It was really pretty. And Ayan and her son killed it in the fashion show. They slayed it per usual. So the following day, I believe, we see Lisa meet up with Caroline, Sergio, her sister-in-law, I believe, Juliet from Ladies of London, and some of her other friends. And, you know, Juliet was kind of giving Lisa the look you up and down vibe, like, let me see what this girl is all about. Yeah, she was pressed like a panini because she saw a fly bitch walk into the room. So Juliet is like, are you spicy? Like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm not spicy. What the fuck? Does that mean, do I roll my neck and cuss hoes out? Like, what does that mean? So Lisa was like, actually, I'm extra spicy. So Julie was like, you know, she likes that too, but not as spicy as her, though. You always have to just be a little. And Lisa was like, well, then we'll always have conflict, because I will never dull myself down for no chick. Girl, who you talking to? Girl, have several. So Ayan arrives, honey, in this fabulous fuchsia ball gown, and I was like, you better, honey, you better. Talk about not dimming your light for nobody. Yes, ma'am, I'm going to slay and walk this world like it's a runway every day. So Juliet could be her saying, where is she coming from? And Caroline was like, ask her. The girls were mad. So Ayan and Lisa in their confessionals making known that they don't really care for Juliet, child. So I think this lady is Caroline's sister-in-law, ex-sister-in-law, who brings up the fact that if she's going to carry her and Sergio's child, talking about Caroline, that, you know, she could possibly die because she had complications with the twins. And Sergio was like, it's because it was twins, right? And she was like, no. He was like, well, if we have any complications, we'll just take it out and then put it in somebody else. You sound stupid. Like, you're having a baby with a man that think that you can physically take a baby out of your vagina, insert it in somebody else, and it'll just continue to bake. Jesus Christ. This ain't got nothing to do with age. This is just about intelligence, because he is dumb, like literally. Lisa was like, Sergio, I don't think it works like that, darling. Like, what the fuck? So at this point, Caroline is just, you know, determined to have this baby, but Lisa feels like Sergio is being selfish considering her age and the complications that she has had with having a baby. But this is what happens when you marry somebody that is younger than you, and this is what happens from his perspective when you marry somebody that's older than you that already has children. I must say that I loved Lisa's new confessional look. She had on the Versace Bratz dolls pumps, and loved the little clips in her hair and everything. It was so cute. I really didn't like Ayan's new confessional look. I didn't like the ponytail. The dress was really cute, but I didn't like the heels that she had on with it. She's done better, but Lisa slayed her new confessional look. We then see Brooks at her home, and she's going through old pictures of her son when he was a little boy, because after her friends made a comment about her whole house being a shrine of nothing but photos of her, she's finally decided to put up some pictures of her son. Child. So her mother is in town, and she talks to her mom about what happened with Sara and Nina and how she exploded on them. And her mother says that, you know, you need to apologize. So the conversation then flows into, you know, not telling people how to parent or raise their children. And her mother makes a comment about, you know, she didn't like the fact that when Brooks was younger, she married her ex-husband at a young age. He was older than her, and she said there was a lot of manipulation. And Brooks starts to cry and was like, you know, it was because of her mom that she was able to get out of the situation, because she told her mama what was going on. So obviously there was some form of abuse going on, and that's the reason why Brooks left with nothing. I'm guessing that it's going to be like some Tina Turner type shit, where she literally had to get her baby and get the fuck out because she was getting abused, allegedly. So Brooks is crying, and she was like, people don't know what I went through with that little boy. I don't want him to go through what I went through because I didn't listen to you. I need to start talking about the abuse I went through. And her mama was like, yeah, you need to do this so you can work on healing. But what Brooks needs to learn is that being strict on him can still also push him away. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll make him want to have freedom that he hasn't been allowed to have. So she has to loosen up with him and be more affectionate if that's not what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? But next week's episode, child, it's going to be everything, because it looks like it's about to be a fight between Brooks and Sara once again. And Brooks going to stand up and say, what's up? What's up, sis? I need to find out more information on Sara allegedly being a scammer. T-Squad members, hit me up with any information y'all know about, okay? I'm going to be doing my own digging and see what the hell is up, honey. Let's talk about this episode down below in the comment section. Overall, I'll give tonight's episode a B minus. It was cute for what it was. It was kind of like a low-key filler episode for real. Next week we're gonna really get back into the swing of things. Make sure you hit that notification bell button. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.